So we're gonna watch this video. So this is a dev update, just before we start watching it. Dev update on Overwatch 2. We'll watch this for people who haven't seen it, and then we'll kind of talk about it, okay?
Hello, heroes of Overwatch. The team has been making great progress on the development of Overwatch 2. Daily playtests and feedback have given us confidence that we're creating something you're going to love. At the same time, we want to get the game in your hands soon, which leads to why I'm here today. But before I get to that, I want to thank our players for your continued support. We recognize we haven't communicated well, haven't kept you up to date, and honestly, we've let you down when it comes to delivering Overwatch content. We hear you, and we're committed to more continual updates on all things Overwatch 2. This starts with my update to you today.
And here's the update.
Based on your feedback, we've taken some time to rethink Overwatch 2 with the singular goal of ensuring it is a living game, serving our players with exciting content on a regular basis. And we are shifting our plan for Overwatch 2 to enable you to play it sooner. This starts with us decoupling the PvP features of the game from the PvE systems so we can bring you PvP sooner.
So to summarize,
this includes the new 5v5 team.
Just to summarize that, what that means is that rather than have like the PvP and the PvE come out at the same time, they're taking the PvP from Overwatch 2 that they've been working on, and they're releasing that stuff sooner than the PvE, is what that is saying. So basically, while there is PvE attached to it, PvP is what's going to come out first, and they're going to take the PvP stuff, and then obviously we're going to be starting with like a beta shortly. They'll talk about that in the video, but that's generally what that means. So
team format, new heroes, new maps, the new push game mode, significant hero updates and reworks, and many new gameplay features, including, for example, a new ping system. When you put it all together,
ping system,
this represents the most
I am happy about that.
We have brought to our game since launch. Let me take a moment to share how we got here. A few years ago, we made the call to focus our team's development efforts almost entirely on Overwatch 2. And as development of the sequel stretched on, it meant that the live game received less focus. It meant that we were no longer delivering on one of our core values: to support our game by updating it and delivering content on a regular basis. Today's change in approach enables us to deliver frequent PvP content to the live game with the goal of far exceeding Overwatch's previous rate of content release and making the live game the most vibrant and dynamic PvP experience anywhere. In that spirit, I'd like to share that we are beginning Overwatch 2 PvP testing this week, with a closed alpha containing many of these PvP features, as well as a new hero Sojourn. The alpha will be run under NDA and be limited to Blizzard employees and key partners like Overwatch League pros as they get ready for the next season. I'm also excited to announce that we will be opening the first closed PvP beta in late April, so we can start testing this content with more players. If you're interested in participating in this upcoming beta, please visit playoverwatch.com.
Make sure to do that. Sign up.
Following that first beta test, we are planning additional public PvP beta testing later in the year, which will include new features, new maps, and yes, new heroes. I want to come back to how we started this conversation, improving our communication to all of you. We know you are eager for more information. As I stated earlier, starting now, we will be communicating much more frequently about our plans. During and after each beta, we'll share updates about what we're learning, changes we're considering, and what we'll look to test next. We look forward to working with you to make Overwatch 2 amazing together. This is going to be an exciting year for Overwatch, and we're looking forward to taking this journey together. Thank you for your dedication, your passion, and your patience. I can't wait to see players in our alpha and future beta builds, and of course, the entire team can't wait to get Overwatch 2 in your hands. Thanks for watching, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.
Here's my initial reaction. I'm just so happy that they're just like, we're finally seeing like just like information, and they're finally doing a beta. and all of this stuff. So obviously the website's down right now. So my guess is that right away when that went live, people were just super excited because everybody's been waiting for Overwatch 2 news, right? It's always been, okay, well, here's an update on Overwatch 2, but this is like, we're finally able to see like Overwatch 2. Like, it's finally something that I think, I mean, we've all been waiting for with it, right? And, you know, they had talked about, you know, they want to do more frequent updates and things like that in general. And I hope that's what, you know, my guess is that's what hopefully will happen, right? Like, it's something that Overwatch has obviously always needed. We haven't had too many updates over the past, I mean, pretty much since Echo's release, right? We've had a few here and there, but like, I'm just like excited to finally see Overwatch 2 stuff because, I mean, it was a long time ago when they announced Overwatch 2, and now we're finally going to be able to see a beta. We're going to be able to see a bunch of different stuff being played. And that's the exciting part because, like, finally, I'm just super happy. I'm just super happy that we finally get to see that. Now, obviously, there's a little bit more information they have with it. So obviously, this is what they're going to be doing with the PvP beta in late April. So obviously, they also had this information here too. This was added on the Overwatch Twitter. They had this right here. So obviously, 5v5. This is going to be in the late April beta, which I think they're going to allow for people to sign up. A lot of people are saying that the site is down right now, which I'm not surprised because obviously like people are super excited to be able to go and just sign up and kind of get things going and hopefully be able to get into it. So obviously the link I imagine will work eventually throughout the day. And yeah, so to kind of talk about a little bit of what we have here, what they're going to be doing at the late April. Obviously, I don't think there's a default date yet for this right now. But it's going to be, I think actually on the bottom left right here, it's covered up. It says PvP beta available on PC only right here. So I imagine there'll be something eventually with console on that, but at the bottom it says PC. So it's going to be 5v5. Obviously, that's something we've known from when they first announced 5v5 a while ago. Sojourn, new hero, which we've seen Sojourn in, like, I think they had showed it kind of in some of the playtests a while back on some of those, like, the videos we had seen. I don't remember, not with like the Overwatch League pros, but the videos before that. So we kind of knew that was coming. So I'm super excited to be able to see that. 4 new maps. We have Circuit Royale, which is a new escort map. Midtown, a new hybrid map. New Queen Street, which is a new push map. And Colosseo, which is a new push map. So there's going to be 2 push maps apparently in the beta because obviously push is a new game mode that we've seen played. And there's going to be 2 push modes in that. And then hero reworks, which is Orisa, Doomfist, Bastion, and Sombra. Now, I'm really curious to see what the Orisa rework is because we've never actually seen Orisa played in any of the previous videos that we've seen before, whether it was Overwatch League players playing or like the devs playing the game a while back, I think almost a year ago. Orisa and Sigma were not pickable. So to be able to see what the Orisa rework would be really cool. Obviously, we've seen some of the Sombra rework before, but I imagine they've changed a bit of that since they saw the OWL players test that. And then some of that, in my opinion, is really cool. And I did see somebody say they might not like that, is the new ping system. Now, I think that, you know, pending that the ping system is how I think it will be, I think it will be really cool to have that system in place because there's times. So let me give you an example of where a ping system would be cool. What is a ping system? I can, I'll let you know on that right now. In other games, basically what a ping system is, you ping the location of where somebody could be. So to give you an idea of a situation that could be is I might see my teammates flanking, right? And my initial reaction is like, they're flanking behind you. I won't even say, Anna, they're flanking behind you. I'll say they're flanking behind you when I have 3 teammates in 3 different areas, especially when, you know, people are all over the place on the map, right? So what a ping system allows me to do is I can ping, they're flanking with that ping. And what that allows to do is, it allows for a bit more of that communication in game where you can kind of react to the ping. It's kind of like, think of it almost as like, even when like I need healing or something like that. In general, the ping system allows you to ping where somebody's at, or you can say, hey, we want to take high ground, but some people are like, okay, I'm going to go left side. Like, for example, you might say, let's get high ground on Dorado, and some people might go to bank on Dorado while other people want to go right side, right? So if you ping to the right side, you can ping where you want to go, and that allows for a little bit more communication there, obviously, with that. So I think it's really cool to be able to have the ping system in Overwatch. Obviously, we kind of need to see how it is, and with the PvP beta, it's going to kind of be seen. But it's something that I've thought should be in the game for a while now. Obviously, some of the concerns could be that, well, there could be a lot happening on the screen. But my guess is that they're not going to allow you just to ping, 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 like over and over again with it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to allow you to just spam the button. I think it's, you know, it's really cool to see. You know, I'm just excited that we're finally getting information. We're finally starting to see more and more of just stuff on Overwatch 2. And for them to say, like they straight up said, like they're kind of disconnecting, or not like disconnected, but they're taking the PvP part of Overwatch 2, and they're releasing it sooner. And to hear that is really cool because obviously that gives time for the PvE to kind of be worked on and get PvE the way they want it to be, while the PvP now is going to be released much sooner. And with them saying there's going to be way more updates with that, that's really cool in the sense that it's not going to be really about, like, now we haven't seen many updates recently with the game. We've seen a couple things here and there, but like now we're going to finally start to see new stuff, right? New maps, you know, new modes. Clearly they're doing a beta with this, right? So to see things like that in general, I think is really cool. Like, at least to finally see that is just awesome, because before there hasn't been talks of a beta. Like, I mean, there's been talks of a beta, but there hasn't been beta, like the beta, like it's official. There's a beta. There's a beta that people can play in. I mean, this is the most we've really had announced with Overwatch 2, like, ever. You could say that obviously we had, like, when they had like the BlizzCon Online and they had like the Overwatch 2 like stuff, there was a lot there, but this time it feels like it's more than just like information on the game, right? It's like, like before it was, they'd give you the information, they'd be like, okay, we're working on this, and then we'll come back with stuff later. This is, hey, we believe that we want to do a lot better with how we're releasing our content. We don't want to be able to sit here and have these content droughts happen, and here is the information we have starting now. I'm excited. Like, I know I'm just excited, you know? I love playing the game. So it's really cool to be able to see things like this. And I know that, like, I'm just excited. I'm really looking forward to being able to finally start to see, like, new stuff, new content, new heroes, new maps, new modes, a ping system. And obviously, I think we're all going to be pretty excited to kind of see what comes from the beta.